Okay, what's up, Kansas City? And this is Real Talk with Jordan. And today, our special guest is Lisa Montgomery.
Hello.
And she is the CEO of Exquisite Boutique. And she's the founder of her cancer foundation, Lisa Montgomery Foundation. So, tell us some background information about you, where you're from, and where'd you go to college?
My name is Lisa Montgomery. I am originally from Chicago, Illinois. Born and raised there. Went to high school there. Followed along the way here to Missouri, the Show Me State. I attended Missouri Valley College where I majored in social work and minored in business. I decided to have a love for fashion, so that's why I went to the business. And while in high school, I made clothes, learned how to do upholstery, drapery, and my mom was an interior designer, so I kind of had that knack
Oh,
for
you already had
always
that,
watching
right?
my mom like, oh, when I get big, I want to be just like my mama. Not knowing how much work it involved, she made it look so easy, but later on, little by little, I picked up some of her skills, and my grandmother taught me how to sew. And by the age I was 10, my parents bought me my first sewing machine, so it kind of like took off.
So, what were you sewing at 10?
Everything. I was sewing pillowcases, making pillows, learning how to make quilts, handmade and on the sewing machine. By the time I was 13, I was making me and my sister's clothes so we could wear them and go to skating the same night.
Oh. So you had like matching clothes and
Yes.
skate ring and
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
So what was the first thing that you ever designed coming out of college?
The first thing I ever designed out of college was a handbag, kind of like a clutch, looks like an envelope. That was my first design. And then I designed some kids' clothes, like little skirts and little halter tops. I had a younger sister at the time. She was about 10, so she was still my model.
So did you have like names and stuff for your handbags or anything?
That was just Lisa's bags.
Oh, okay.
Still just all Lisa. I decided I wanted to brand myself, so eventually I came up with the idea of Exquisite Boutique because I feel like I'm an exquisite girl. I like exquisite things, nice clothing. The more shiny it is, the more I like it. I still like glitter at 47. I like the bling bling, So with all my clothes, they got a little glitter on them, or they got a little sequins, or they got some pearls, or they have some beading, and my jewelry was the same way.
So you mentioned that you went to Mo Valley. Why'd you choose Mo Valley from any school? Because you're from Chicago.
Yes.
So why'd you choose Mo Valley, or just to come to Missouri?
Well, I chose my valley because I was a cheerleader, and people who know me would tell you I still cheer. When I preach, I cheer. It's like I'm preaching for the Lord. I'm cheering. Stand up, y'all, if you got to praise God. But I chose Mo Valley because it was free money. I was a cheerleader. They were the only school giving away scholarships to cheerleaders. Everyone else, you had to be football player, track player. Run track. I ran track, but I wasn't good enough to get a scholarship.
Yeah.
But since I was a tumbler and I twirl batons, two of them, I got scholarships for that. And they had never heard of a two-time baton twirling person. So I was a cheerleader and a majorette for college, and they never had a majorette before. So that paid half of my tuition.
Wow. So what other money did you get for school as far as that?
I got the grants. I got more scholarships for them. They ended up making scholarships for me. I don't know how they did it, but they came up with scholarships for me to attend school.
You must have been really
So
good.
I did. I stayed there. I became an ambassador for schools so I could show other kids around Mo Valley. At that time, it was very rural, so there wasn't too many African American students. So I kind of like shine. I'm a friendly person, so it was like we had an ambassador program, and I was one of the ambassadors. And later on, I ran track.
Okay, so you said your major was social work. So how did you go from social work to just like nothing but fashion?
Because originally my degree was supposed to be in law. Well, when I got to Mo Valley, they decided we was no longer going to have a pre-law degree. So I was devastated. I didn't want to go home. I kind of liked the campus. I was like, well, I like business. It goes with fashion. So I can learn the behind the scenes of fashion. So I'm always working with people and helping people. So I decided to do social work because they kind of asked me what I liked, and I did like a kind of like a profile test, and they thought social work would be the best fit for me, and eventually it was.
So what do you do now to give back to the community and to help people? Since, like you said, you like helping people. What do you do now as far as that?
I started my own cancer foundation, Lisa Montgomery Cancer Foundation. I work a lot with the patients of Tamia Rogers Youth Center here in Kansas City downtown. I've also worked with Truman Hospital. I picked 25 of their families and gave them Thanksgiving baskets, and I gave them the works. I feel like just because you have cancer or you're sick or your income may have changed doesn't mean you should get the bottom of the bottom. So when we gave out baskets, we gave out turkeys, hams, dressing, vegetables, we gave cheese, we gave seasoning, we gave the whole nine. And just to see people being so thankful that we gave, that they were in shock, like, wow, you gave us seasoning, wow, you gave us cheese. It's like sometimes we take for granted, and I wanted people to have a good Thanksgiving. Just because you're sick doesn't mean everything has to stop.
Right.
You know, so we give back. I give back a lot, and I give back to kids as well. I do tutoring for free.
Mm-hmm.
I do mentoring as well. I started a book club at my church for adults and youth, and adults seem to have taken off.
You are so busy. Oh my goodness.
So I just feel like you have to give back. I'm not from here, and I can't. I'm not gonna say I can't. I could go back to Chicago, but I feel like since I've been here for 10 years off and on,
This is your home.
this is my
now.
home, and I want to give back to the kids here and to the people who are sick or who need help, because that's what social workers do.
So what is it that allowed you to have that mindset, feeling like, you know, if you have cancer or if you're sick, that's not it. You know, it's more to life than just being, you know.
Because I feel like Philippians 4:13 says, I could do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I had stage 3 cancer, invasive. It went from right here, like the size of a gumball, to all the way up under my arm. And it spread rapidly to my collarbone. And I had 2 children, and I had a husband. But with those hads and the cancer, I lost friends, I lost the husband, I lost family members, I lost my job. But God still kept me and my faith and my children, and that's what kept me alive. And that's why I sit here with you today, Jordan. They said if I live after the chemo and the radiation and having my breast removed, the most I will live would be 42. Well, God saw different. I'm 47 as of last month, February the 12th. And I'm still standing. I still have my good days and my bad days. I coded 4 different times. I'm very proud to say my daughters are doing great. They could have went left. When I say left, I mean they could have went all kind of negative ways.
Right.
They didn't. My oldest graduated here, Rockhurst University. She's working on her MBA. I have a younger daughter, Kennedy. She's going to K-State. And really, she's the one who saved my life, because we was watching the infomercial saying, check your breast. And they were joking with each other, her and her sister.
And you went to go
And
do
she's
it
like,
now?
Mom, you need to check yours. I was like, all right, Mama, you going to do it? I said, girl, yeah. And she said, Mom, you got to promise me. And they knew if I ever promised, I always kept my promise. So that night, going to bed, I said, oh, cut the light off. I said, oh, no, cut the light back on. I got to check myself, because Kennedy going to ask us in the morning, did you do it? So I'm laying there, and I'm like, da-da-da-da. And I was like, oh, no. I said, no, God, I know you wouldn't do this to me. No.
Right.
And I lived in Virginia at the time. I'm thinking, something bit me, because if I get bit by mosquitoes, I've seen it whelp up and knot up. So I did. And my husband said, what's wrong? I said, I found something. He said, are you sure? I was like, yeah. I said, but you know what? It's probably nothing. I'm going to still take my girl trip. We was driving up here from Virginia to see my parents. So I was like, we'll look at it when I get back. So that morning she came in. Mom, did you do it? First thing, I was like, yes, Kennedy. She's like, well. And she's just, to know Kennedy is to love her. She's
How
just
old was
super
she?
excited. At the time, she was 9.
Oh, okay.
And she was like, did you do it? I was like, yeah. She's like, well, I said, well, actually, I found something. And her little face just went from sunshine to just like, I said, but you know what? It's okay. It's all right. There's probably nothing. We're going to still go out of town, and I'll check it when I get back. Long story short, when I got back, before I got back, it was hurting on the way driving from Virginia to Kansas City. I could barely drive. I called my mother-in-law at the time, and I told her, I said, I have cancer. She was like, what? How do you know? You went to the doctor? Why you didn't tell me? I said, no, I prayed, and I asked God. I needed to know. I know you shouldn't ask for signs, but I asked him, and he made it real clear. So first I thought, the devil's trying to trick me. So I asked God to give me another sign. And I asked him specifically, and he showed me specifically what I asked for, and I knew I had cancer. I left here, 2 weeks later, went back to Virginia, had more tests done, and I had to have surgery immediately. Most people can choose to keep their breast or have a lump up in me or any of that. I couldn't choose. I had to have my whole breast removed, so that was devastating.
Yeah, as a woman, it's just something that we feel like we need. That's what
like
makes
our
us
hair.
a woman, right?
Yes.
That's what makes us a woman.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
So
that story is very devastating.
So my doctor said, I said, no, I want to keep my breast. And he was like, no, we asked you, what do you want done? And he said, we have it in writing. You put, by all means, whatever you need to do, save my life. Save my life. So they said, so in order to save your life, we have to take your breast. I was just dumbfounded. So I made it fun when I went in to have surgery. They had already wrote on me. So I roll on this side. See you later when I get back. And I asked them, I said, can I keep my lipstick on? And they was like, yeah. So I kept my lipstick on in my bonnet. And I went to surgery. And I woke up,
it seemed like you went about it so positive. Like, some people just, when you hear their stories, it's just like, so, like such a Debbie Downer. Like, but yours, it seemed like you just went into it so positive.
I went in, it was hard because I thought, my kids are young. They still need me. Nobody's going to mother them like me.
Right.
Nobody's going to love them like me. I don't care what anybody says. You get one mother. Sometimes you may not think she's good. Sometimes she may get on your nerves. But at the end of the day, that's still your mom.
Right.
She carried you for 9 months. There's a bond you guys are going to have that no one's going to ever have. And I didn't think no one could love my kids like me. Only one person close, and that's one of my sisters.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So there was a kind of fight about that because they was like, "You gonna give it to them? You gonna give it to them?" So it was a hard journey. It sounds good. It was happy, but I had my moments where it got to a point I didn't want no mirrors in my house because I lost
You just
all
wanna
my
look at
hair.
yourself,
I
yeah.
lost my eyebrows. I lost my eyelashes. And then you see I'm yellow, so I was green up in here looking like the alien. So I didn't want to see myself. So I had my moments where I was sad. I did my why me, and then one day I talked to my mom long distance, and she said, "Why not you?" I was like, "What? What she say to me?
Like, right? What do you mean? Why
I'm
not?
like, something wrong with this phone?" And then it made me really think. And she was like, "Lisa, you're a Christian." She's like, "I know I don't do like you say, and I know I cuss like, but you're different than me." She's like, "Why not? Why not you?" And I was like, "Wow." And that kind of made me look at things totally different. And I had a pastor, she told me, "This is not about you, baby. You're going through this for somebody else. You're going to be able to help a lot of people."
And that's exactly what you're doing. I mean,
And-
you just
and
seem
I
so
have-
strong. Like, after everything you've been through, you seem like a very strong woman. So,
Mhm.
like, what advice could you give to young women, just as far as anything they go through, just any circumstance, any situation? What is the best advice you can give them?
My best advice to give any young woman is to stay true to yourself. If you're not true to yourself, at the end of the day, you can't be true to anyone else. Stay focused on your dreams, stay focused on your goals, and believe in yourself. And like Philippians 4:13 says, "I could do all things through Christ who strengthens me." And I believe that, and I still believe I could do all things. And then when you have a bad day, pick yourself up and keep it moving. Just dust yourself off, look at it as a distraction, and keep your dreams alive.
That was perfect. That actually helped me, honestly, because
Thank you.
I mean, with college and stuff, it gets hard, and I struggle, and, just trying to do a whole bunch of stuff, having 2 jobs and going to school. So I just know sometimes I have my days, and I just got to remember that I got to pick myself up, and nobody else can pick me up like I can.
And they can't.
So as far as your cancer foundation, what do you do with your foundation? Do you give away money or anything?
Yes, we started a scholarship 3.5 years ago where we give $500 back to a deserving student. I have them write a letter stating why they should receive the scholarship. We also like to have kids who have had parents that have cancer. It could be a parent, a family member, or a grandparent, or a student who's majoring in the medical field. But I really like to first get back to the students that have had a family loss or a family member who has had breast cancer or some form of cancer. Because since I started this foundation, I've ended up going from breast cancer to helping men with lung cancer and all different types of cancer. People come to me and I help them.
So where does the money come from? Like, how do you...
Good question.
Where does all that money come from?
All the money comes from my own pockets.
Are you serious?
Yes, ma'am. I've yet to secure a grant. I'm working on that. It's because there's a lot of red tape. They feel like if you don't have all your ducks in a row, all the 501c3s and all the different forms you need, or you haven't been in business long enough, they don't like to give you money. So I feel like there's not a reason why someone should suffer, or they shouldn't have their medicine, or they shouldn't have food, or they shouldn't have laundry detergent. So I raise the money myself out of my own pockets. If I could get someone to help, they do. Like we did a fashion show at my boutique. I own a boutique as well. We did a fashion show, and last year, instead of asking for people to pay, we asked for non-perishable food items. So that offset my cost. So all I had to do was buy meat and then other little small things. So this year, I'm working on trying to get some grant funding so I can do more things than what I do.
So like you just said, you mentioned your fashion show for your boutique. What is the name of your boutique?
The name of my boutique is Exquisite Boutique. And on Facebook, it is Exquisite Accessory Boutique and More. And I also have an Instagram, which is under Lisa Montgomery Exquisite Boutique. And Lisa is Lesa Montgomery, Montgomery.
Okay, so tell us the fun fact about how you came up. Because your name is spelled with an I.
Yes.
And your boutique and everything, your foundation is spelled with an E.
Yes.
So tell us the fun fact about that.
The fun fact about that is that there is a Lisa Montgomery out here, and whenever I put my name in, she pops up. But this Lisa Montgomery is not me. She's really, really negative. She's done some bad things, so I didn't want to be correlated with that Lisa Montgomery. So I decided to make mine LE for business purposes, and I'm planning on maybe changing it permanently to LE so everything matches, because people get confused. Are there two Lisas? I'm like, no, there's just one of me. But I decided for business purposes to make it LESA.
Okay, so tell us, what sets your boutique aside from anyone else's?
One, the cost. If you go to any boutiques from here to Leawood, we carry the same thing. I carry some items same as Nordstrom, but my price is 4 times cheaper than theirs. And then also I brand myself on customer service.
Oh, wow.
And another good thing, I have kid clothing. Most boutiques don't have kid clothing.
Right.
I have kid clothing. I have baby clothing. I said there's something for every woman from 0 to 99. So there's no reason no woman can come in there and leave empty-handed.
Right.
There's something for everyone.
So do you have shoes and different things in there?
No shoes.
No shoes. Okay.
We tried shoes last summer. They didn't go too well. So this year I'm kind of like, no shoes.
You might try it again. I mean, there's a lot of women that love shoes. I know sometimes you go in and you find that perfect outfit, but then you need the shoes to just complete the whole thing. So, I mean, I think you should start it again, maybe. What you think?
I keep hearing that, but I'm like, maybe for prom. We'll see how it goes. We might test it for prom because we have formal wear for prom.
Do you design prom dresses for people?
I do design prom dresses, but this year it's taking a back seat because I'm starting my own baby clothes line, and it's called Lisa's. So right now my focus is on the baby line. But next year, we'll do some dresses.
So you have babies, kids, and women.
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
So where is your boutique located?
We are located 6127 Blue Ridge Boulevard in the Raytown Plaza Shopping Center, which is about 3 doors down from Raytown High School. And this will be our 1 year next month. And we're going to have a big anniversary party, and I will be inviting you guys to come.
I'm going to come.
I will look forward to that.
Yeah, I can't wait to see some of your stuff in your boutique. But since you brought in some pictures and everything, let's just check some of that stuff out to show some of the people.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay. Okay, so we really enjoyed those pieces that you just showed us.
Thank you.
And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now she's going to show us how to wear a scarf like 30 different ways.
Yes, I'm going to show you about 4. However, they can contact Exquisite Boutique at 816-313-5344 to learn more information about how to have a scarf for $24.99, but you can wear it over 50 different ways. And you see one way around my neck. Now I'm going to show you how to take this simple scarf and make it a vest. And you see it's very quick. We're going to use Jordan as our model to model this scarf. I think she would make a fabulous model.
Thank you.
So here we go. And you see me tie it up. Okay, Jordan, put that arm in.
Okay.
Now we're going to do this arm. I may have made it too tight. Okay, so we're going to have Jordan wear it kind of layered here. And now she has a tunic shirt. And then let me see the back, Jordan. Okay, so now we're going to take it off and we're going to wear it another way. Okay. We're going to show you how to take this scarf. A little looser. I'm going to put it over your head. And
Oh, it's like a poncho.
yes, and she has like a poncho.
Oh, okay. I'm kind of short for this.
But you're going long because you can wear it with shorts. And at night you're cool. Okay, so then we're going to take it off. I'm going to take one arm out. Let's see if we can get one out, Jordan.
Okay.
Your glasses. I'm going to mess up Jordan's hair. Okay, put that arm in.
Okay.
Okay, and now she has a one shoulder.
And this is all just from one scarf.
One scarf. So what do you think about the look, Jordan?
I like it.
Is it comfortable?
Yeah, it's comfortable.
And then if you want to be more, you can take it and pin it up, put a little brooch here, because Jordan is short. And if she has a brooch there, then she can still more of her arm. She has on a little watch and a bracelet. Like put this bracelet on, Jordan.
Okay.
Here's a few fashion tips from Exquisite Boutique. You take one scarf. We've already showed you 3 different looks. Bye now.
Yeah, I don't see how I'm gonna be able to do this. How do you like do the knots?
You tie the knot, you connect all four corners together, and I'll show you real quick.
Okay.
Okay, here's one scarf, one big scarf. You're gonna take two ends and corner them together. Think of making a square.
Okay.
And then you take this corner and to your left corner and you tie them together. And if you want it tighter, you make it a bigger knot. The looser you want it, you make less of a knot. And then you just tie it, pull it, and then open it up, and there's your wrap.
Okay, well, thank you for showing us how many ways we can wear just one simple scarf. So please tell us your contact information, where your boutique is, and how we can find you on Facebook and on Instagram.
Okay, my boutique is at 6127 Blue Ridge Boulevard, Raytown, Missouri, which is 3 doors down from Raytown High School. Our phone number is 816-313-5344. We're also on Facebook as Exquisite Accessory Boutique and more. And we're also on Instagram as Lisa Montgomery, Lesa Montgomery, Montgomery. And you can always email me at exquisiteboutique64133@yahoo.com. And the Lisa Montgomery Foundation, you can contact me at 816-313-5344 if you're willing to donate. Thank you.
Thank you so much for
you,
coming
Julie.
for this interview.
Thank you.
And please look at this interview on whatsupkansascity.net.
What's up, Kansas City? I'm Brianna Garlington.
I'm Charles Williams.
And I'm Derek Parker.
And we are CMG.
CMG.
And we would like to welcome you to follow both websites. That's whatsupkansascity.net and cascadesports.tv.
Some of our programs consist of Are You Awoke?, Coach's Corner, and many more interviews, news, and blogs.
Be sure to like our Facebook page and follow us on Instagram at Cascade Media Group and Twitter at What's Up KC and Cascade Sports.
And remember, the victory we call success
Goes to the best prepared.
And when you invest in your community,
You are really just investing in yourself.
so don't just like it, share it.